And welcome back for the final hour of episode 52 of A Song of Tara. And yes, you are in fact looking at a water filtration plant belonging to Wishka Iran, and you are doing so. You are looking at a stack of crates containing some of these water meters that you had heard about. And yeah,
Yoink.
what do?
Yoink.
Taryn opens her bag so they can put them in there.
Well, you can't.
Is there
put all
room
of
for
them-
all of them?
No. There are probably 20 of these crates
No,
here.
but as many as possible.
Yeah, you can probably fit in. I would say you could fit in 6 of them.
Yeah,
And
that's enough.
Quite,
Then
they're quite heavy, but yeah.
it basically, so we have a few we can, split into atoms and check how they actually work. So we have something to throw at the bastards who made them. And
then we
then
just
have
have-
a few for,
And then we just have to remember that someone needs to not leave through the umbra.
Well, that could be you again.
or me.
Sure.
Well, weren't the idea that someone who were really good at going through the Umbra should stay behind, so they don't end up being booted out or...
Yes, but that was before we or rather you learned that some of these water meters were in there.
Okay, but we set it up.
Right. Well, the you do set up the explosives. It is no problem, and let me just make a roll here for. Well, let me make 2 rolls actually, because it obviously takes you a few minutes to set it up.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, and a couple of these technicians come into the room. It's the man and the woman who are in fact not tainted,
Uh-oh.
and they come into the room, and the man spots let me see. I think he spots Marty. Marty, you were in Lupus, weren't you?
I'm a lupus.
Yes. You're like, hey, what's that dog doing in here?
I think Marty acts on the fly and acts like a very happy dog who's just seen a human and he likes humans.
Yeah.
He goes over and like,
And he has the charisma specialty adorable.
Yeah.
that's true.
That's true. And basically you completely charm the living daylights out of these two human beings who start basically, they do what all humans do to dogs and start talking baby language. Which is quite silly really, but they do.
Well, this dog clearly responds positively to that because
Yes.
this dog tries to distract them.
Yes. They
It's
are
working.
most enormously distracted by this this dog. You haven't been scritched and petted quite so much in a while.
Ah, the benefits of my job.
Yes.
I mean, how utterly monotonously boring must their job be that they're so happy to have a dog to scritch that they don't, do the sensible thing and get it off premises.
Well, does Marty have common sense?
I am quite sure he does not.
Okay, well, I want to suggest anyway, if I may, that maybe it would be a good idea to suddenly just run off and have them chase you because you're going places you should not be, silly dog, and lead them away from us.
Yeah, I think Marty starts sniffing down the hallway leading, away.
Oh, hey, you're not supposed to go that way. Come here, come here, biscuit. Go.
He does like a bark at them as if, follow me.
You can just do the regular, oh, you're gonna play with me now? And then, jump around and then take a few jumps a lot further down, and when they start running at you, then go, ooh, play! And then just rush off.
Which is pretty much what happens. You have 2 humans chasing after you, clearly in good spirits, but you have 2 humans trying to catch you.
Yeah, good luck with that.
So the rest of us just hear this happy barking and no, not in there. Come boy.
Exactly.
And the sad thing is, Taryn is just like, oh, I want to do that too. Okay, let's get this over with.
Right, you set the bomb.
Yes,
You the bomb.
I'm the bomb. And my wing wolf.
Bomber and Wing Wolf.
Mm.
That needs to be in Top Gun 2, I think.
Yeah.
Bomber and wing wolf.
Yes.
Oh my.
Anyway, we should probably find a way
You
to
can
save
be my
Marty.
wing wolf any day.
Right. And the magic, a pair of magically appearing and disappearing sunglasses.
Yes. And a Tom Cruise like toothpaste smile. Follow closely by a tent full of Scientologists trying to convert them.
Shall we carry on?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, please.
Once the bomb threat hits, they will probably be getting out in a hurry, and either they will take him with them and he will disappear in the confusion, or he will just disappear in the confusion.
Yep.
Let's hope
Hopefully.
Right. They So you make the phone call, or what did you do?
Well, as soon as I have everyone except the one who's supposed to stay inside, as soon as I have everyone out, then yes.
Okay.
I think Marty eventually allows them to, chase them out.
Okay.
Just not to the direction that the rest of them are in.
No. And yep. So you are in fact chased out, yipping and barking all the way and having a jolly good time of it. And these two humans are clearly you've clearly saved their evening, because this was fun.
And they're clearly thinking, man, we were clever for leading the dog that way.
Yes, definitely.
And Marty is like, oh my god, humans are stupid.
No, I think he's like, oh, that was fun. I like humans.
Okay.
Best part of the job.
Right. So
Yep. Liam makes the call.
Liam makes the call, and that means that Marty actually sort of, you can just hear it as you're running away. You can hear that one of their telephones go off.
I just want to make sure, so is Taryn staying behind and Finna taking the back with the water thingies out, or?
Yeah, because you can sneak out without being seen. Taryn can, so it's easier if she stays in and then goes through the umbra.
Yes.
Also, I am going to be nice here and assume that Taryn is the one who has been supplying people with these guys' phone numbers, because otherwise, where the hell would you have them from?
Yes.
So
Internet.
Big
I will
sign.
be nice. Yeah, well, you don't know their names or anything, so it's kind of hard to look them up. But yeah, you make the phone call, and a woman answers. Hello.
Hello. This is Officer Liam Kavanagh with the Dublin Garda. I'm afraid to inform you that we've received a bomb threat regarding your location.
Oh.
We need you to evacuate the premises immediately. We have sent a bomb squad, and whatever. If I'm using the wrong terms here, basically Liam's using the proper terms.
Of course. No. She reacts immediately by saying, "Yes, of course, we will evacuate immediately." That goes without saying. Thank you very much, officer. And then she.
He also used his real name.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
She hangs up.
That seems like a bad idea.
He might have some explanation to do with the squad.
Well,
to the squad, he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not the guard anymore. So.
Exactly. He's been out of the Garda for a little while.
Well, think about it. The worst that could happen is that, assuming that these people are normal, they'll just think it was some prank caller using a dead copper's name, which is bad enough in itself. But there you go.
And then the ship blew up.
Well, in any case, his player forgot to use a
Yeah,
different name.
no, that's fine.
It's fine.
Makes perfect sense. So you see them leave. Well, the two of them anyway.
So the two the two non-tainted.
Yes.
Not okay. Well, then Liam just waits for everything to blow up.
Well, can Taryn see the last person in there from where she's hiding with the fuse?
No.
She gets a text.
Yes, only two left.
Only two left.
One step inside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
well,
two
the one left
yeah.
within the building, but two left the building.
Yes,
Sorry.
two left the building.
Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah, we
Words.
really have word problems today, don't
Yes.
Oh, to be fair, the words were right. They were just.
Anyway.
See, now I'm failing to find the words for. See, I'm not looking for dubious. They were twitchy.
They will what?
we?
Never
So
mind.
someone translate for me.
Yeah.
Two-Faced.
Ambiguous.
We send a text to Taryn letting her know that there's still one inside.
Yes.
Yes.
They get one back. Shit. Then what?
Well,
Boom.
boom.
Just comes back. You want me to kill him?
It's the tainted one. Blow him the fuck up.
And right at that time, you hear a voice, Taryn, going, come out, wherever you are. I know you're in here.
Taryn just lights the fuse. And then just takes out her mirror and waits to see if he actually comes in. The fuse isn't long enough for, to take that long, but she still needs to make sure that it actually blows up and he just doesn't go in and then, stomps it out.
When you look into the mirror, you take out the mirror and look into it, you see a leering, monstrous face looking back at you.
It's just, I can't say, holy fuck! Of course he drops the fucking thing. Then
Yep.
just, what the hell?
And yep, you are sitting on a concrete floor. The mirror has a significant chance of breaking.
Mm-hmm.
Could you roll me 1d10?
Okay.
Question is, what happens
High
if
or
it does
low?
break?
High or low?
Well, I want to roll high for something good to happen, because
Okay,
that's what you
yes.
do in this game.
Yes.
Good.
Yes, the mirror does not break.
Alright. I'll pick it up again. Hey,
Yes.
get out of my mirror!
No.
She looks down at the fuse.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you?
I am not a friend.
No shit, Sherlock. She starts wondering to, run over to the nearest shiny surface.
We always knew you were going to come here. Eventually. You see.
Mm.
And we always knew that when you did, you would try to destroy this place. And you see, you can see him almost pull back a little bit. And then you see his leering, evil face split in a horrible grin, as you can see that he's holding a detonator in one hand and he pushes it.
I'm like, huh? What?
And then the whole thing goes up around
He's just
you.
like, he just looks at his hand. Wait, what?
The whole building goes skywards, and you're still inside it.
Can she activate a gift?
Well, luckily she can change shape in a matter of mere moments,
Yes.
and then she might have a chance to actually make steel fur
Yes.
if my roll is good enough.
Yes. I would strongly suggest.
That's why I asked if you had the time to activate a gift.
Yes. Go ahead.
Oh shit.
It's not a bird! Is it a bee? No, it's tearing flying through the fucking air! Alright, stamina is 3 larger in Krinos, right?
Yep.
Alright, so that's 7. That's 11. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So pretty. So pretty. So fiery. Ooh! Hoo-ha.
Yep, that gives you an extra 5d to soak this with.
Ow! Ow!
You wouldn't have to happen to have a specialization that.
Yeah, my specialization makes it into 5, 6, 7 extra to soak with. Because 10 is
Or
access.
maybe it doesn't apply to.
It doesn't.
gifts.
Oh, it doesn't. It's not an active soak roll, so it
Yeah.
doesn't apply here. But it will apply on any 10s you roll on the actual soak roll.
Oh, right. Gifts doesn't do that. Yes.
Mhm.
Ow, still.
Yeah, that's 5 extra to soak with. Let's see a soak roll.
Ow, shit. You can see that there's first a mega explosion and then a mega explosion more because there's her own fucking fireworks in there too.
Yep, going up behind her. So there's a primary explosion and there's a secondary one.
Roll. That would be 5. That's one more, so 12.
Indeed.
Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow,
That's
ow,
a good
ow.
soak roll.
Ow.
A very, very good soak roll. That's good. Let's
Ow.
just-
Is it difficulty 6?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Soak is difficulty
So,
6. Unless
success.
in very, very, very specific.
Yeah, where it's
situations.
something different saying that.
Exactly. I mean, there can be a really very, very explicit or special situation where you for whatever reason, for whatever reason, there might be a gift or a supernatural ability or something that forces it to be at a higher difficulty, or maybe even a lower difficulty if you have something that allows that. But I'm struggling to think of a situation where that might be the case. I'm just keeping the option that there might be such a thing out there in the open.
Yes.
And let's see, I just need to find the right thing in the, it's hopefully down here, because, boom.
Get out of my fucking mirrors.
Yes. Alright, it's not being terribly cooperative. Let's see, 130, let's take a look. No, that's...
What the hell kind of self-destruct sequence doesn't have a countdown?
Yes.
The one that's detonated.
Yes, doesn't have a countdown, so you can stop it at 1.
Yes, it. What
I mean,
kind-
they're not following the villain rules.
No,
It's-
they're
it's
really
practical.
not.
So it's bad.
Yes.
No,
please.
there's
Oh,
a
sorry,
specifically an evil overlord list that says you should do stuff like this.
Like, not gloat over your enemies, just kill them off. Don't leave them to their fate, just murder them right there. Stuff like that, so they can't come back and bite you in the butt.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
I am going to make a roll, because basically you have 2 enormous explosions go off within seconds of each other,
Yeah.
and
I wonder how much damage does 2 explosions designed to take down a building make?
an obscene amount.
Yeah, but we do know that our Silent Strider in the building or in the sept has survived an explosion like this. Ow.
Yes.
Oh,
So let me see.
here's a solution.
Yes?
Fight the explosion. We can upgrade your name.
Explosive puppy?
No, from Bites of Flame to Bites Explosions.
Upgrading the name.
Yeah.
Well, if she's very, very unlucky, she'll be called Toothless after this.
Yep, that was the first explosion.
Ow.
Actually, you seem to have been lucky with that one.
Yes, you were. That you had 1,
What?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this one did 8. So you take 1 point of damage from that. Could you please roll to soak again?
1, 2, 3. I only see 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 10, 10, 6, 6.
Right, true.
If you sorted them, it would be
Yes.
easier.
That is easy. Yes, I'm sorry. Well, I'm using the actual rollers. So okay. Soak again,
12,
please.
10, sorted descending. Ooh.
Ooh,
Well,
you got 2 10s.
Couple of
At
tens.
least the 1 doesn't subtract.
No,
And you have 2 10s. The 10s apply,
Yeah.
yes?
Yes.
they do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So, yep, that's good.
It's good thing she's unbreakable.
Yeah, definitely.
I seriously think she needs a new deed name after this anyway.
That you
Heats
soak
the
that
explosion.
definitely. And then
6. 6!
yep.
So-
And then the building comes.
That's scary.
And
We picked the right wolf to stay behind. Yeah, we did.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then thank
Oh,
you very
no.
much. And then the building comes down on top of you.
Of course it does.
Of course it does. Wait, I didn't get hurt from the first one either, did I?
No.
No,
Oh.
you escape you manage unscathed. That's
It's a good thing my fur is made of fucking metal.
Exactly. That doesn't
Oh
save
my
you from being buried
From the building.
under God knows how many tons of rubble. And the others are going to have a hell of a time digging you out of there, obviously. But
Yeah, because once the building is down, they can see there's no Terran outside.
yeah.
Oh, don't fail me now. Oh, yes!
Is that the soak for the building?
That's the soak for the building. 1, 2, 3, 4,
7.
5, 6, 7. All the 9s. Why couldn't they all upgrade to 10s?
Yeah. 7. And then
There wouldn't be a chance that she gets a dodge
and then
as
you get
well.
several tons worth of building down over you.
Ouch.
Ouch.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
At least it's what, bashing? What is it when it's the building coming down on you?
Oh, this is lethal damage.
Oh, it's lethal, so that's the X?
Yeah.
Not the red X, just the X. How many do I get out of it?
5 from what I can tell.
1,
5.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, you soak 6. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 successes. So you take 6 damage.
No, she has
she has a 10.
specialty. She soaks 7.
Yep, she soaks 7. You're right.
So you're only
Five,
normal.
so you take 5 points of lethal damage. You can't move. You're pinned. You're also perfectly aware that if you shapeshift out of Krynos, you will be crushed.
Exactly. It's just like, she's there, like, oh, and crap, and fuck you, man.
So basically, this is one of those very rare situations where I sort of feel I have to narrate what happens because this is somewhere on the other side of Epic.
I
She
think
survives 2 blasts and a building coming down on her.
Exactly. This is a fucking John Woo movie. Basically, the explosion that first engulfs her is from all around her. They've wired this, or this guy in the mirror has wired this building to be ready to blow in case a werewolf attack comes in. He says, we've expected this. So, they are basically ready to blow the whole building with a war pack inside it. And that's exactly what happens. He blows the building while you're inside it. So you are struck by this massive explosive force from all sides at once. And just at the very last moment, you manage to shapeshift. You go into Krynos, and at the exact same time, your fur turns metallic, and you are slung into the air upside down, head over heels, quite literally, because while you soak it, there is no way you're standing on your feet after this. and then while you are in the air, the explosion detonates the TNT you yourself had placed, which means that you get a second explosion within a couple of split seconds after the first one. You are already hanging in the air at this time. It sends you hurtling across the room into some of the steel pipes on the opposite side where you kind of, slump to the ground. You're unharmed, you're dazed, obviously, because what the hell, and what's up and what's down and so on, but you're dazed. And then just as you land, and you sort of get yourself back on your feet, and wow, I'm in one piece. And the next thing you hear is this.
It's just, I imagine her last words being, as she sits up, I'm still alive. The thought just ends into, oh shit.
Exactly. And then you just hear that everything goes dark when tons of brick and mortar and rubble comes down on your head.
And from the outside, everyone can see that this is not the explosion they made. That's the explosion they made. And now the building's rubble.
Well, I don't really think it's possible to see the two different explosions from outside. It's just one much too big explosion.
Yes.
Well, first off, we did only place it in a few areas, and it's the entire area blowing up.
What I'm saying is that the second explosion happens almost instantaneously, so it will be part of the first one.
As far as they can see, it's the same explosion, but yes, you in there, you who face it, your brain manages to register what's happening, if only barely. But yes, you are now buried under God knows how many tons of rubble, and you're still alive.
She only thinks this because there's no use saying it out loud. Mm-hmm. Well, this sucks.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Adrian.
And then she just, I wonder if they can even hear me. And then she tries howling because she is in Krenos.
Yeah,
She does have a pair of good howls, but she can't really get anything out because then she won't be able to breathe again.
Yeah.
You managed to. You can't really hear anything. And for one thing, your ears are ringing.
Yeah, she can't probably hear herself.
No, exactly.
So the problem is, I imagine outside the others are looking nervously at each other, waiting, counting the seconds for her to arrive, because they do know that occasionally we do have some issue getting, if she exits through the Umbra at least.
Yeah.
We do have some issues with that occasionally.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's an immediate reaction coming from us. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, of course, but at least that's how Liam reacts. Basically, a moment of concerned, not really knowing what to do because.
Yeah.
Well,
any moment.
Yes.
No, Fenna looks at them like. Compared to the time it's been since we let her know to blow it up, and the time she said the fuse would take, this is much too soon and it's much too big. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
While you're having this conversation, Tally has broken into a flat sprint. He might be yelling something incoherently at this point.
Yes.
Tally.
Yabby.
Tally.
Andale.
He
Tally.
He stops,
yeah.
trips, rolls.
Be careful. It's an unstable structure by now. Be careful what you're doing.
Structure.
And then Liam runs after him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fenna runs
You
too.
barely managed to say that, and then as Taliesin stumbles, he rolls. He comes up, sitting, literally sitting flat on his arse, and just as that happens, a wall starts collapsing over him, and it comes down inches from his feet.
I rest my case.
Okay, first, Okay, first, fuck you, storyteller. Seriously, just fuck you. Secondly, Tally nods, and I'm going to spend a rage point to go Krynos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That healing factor.
And yes, and also everything is everything right now is covered in dust anyway. It won't be long. You all know this instinctively. The Garda, the fire brigades. This place is going to be crawling, and you have maybe minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck them. Quite frankly, Tally is in no mood to. He will search. He's going to search, and he doesn't care what comes along.
Oh no.
Ow, cat.
Liam will worry
Marty
for
shall
him.
assist.
Yes.
Okay, so what do we do to actually look for her?
Well, you can. There is.
Oh, I have a gift.
Oh, you have a gift. Let's hear it.
I have something about prey.
Oh yes.
You can find anyone
Pulse of
anywhere.
Prey, that's true.
It's Pulse of the Prey, and we know she's not hiding actively.
No,
so
no.
I am.
She's actually trying to let us know where she
Accidentally,
is.
she is accidentally hiding.
Yes, but she
Oh,
is
that's
very
Yeah,
much,
but she's not actively hiding, which
she
is
very much wants to be found.
Yeah.
Yes.
Find me.
Yes.
Mhm.
So, Pulse of
You
the
go-
Prey, activate.
Right.
I know the direction in which she is, so Benna just heads in that direction. And Krynos to be able to move rubble quickly but carefully, because we don't want it to.
Nope.
How quickly do they actually heal lethal damage?
You have to let me see. Just be sure, but I think that heals basically for the next day, or at least you heal a significant amount of it. But I'll just make sure to get that right. You are, as you said, you're mauled. You're in no fit state to do much of anything except lie there.
No,
and go,
but
"Ow!"
it's just. Oh.
Yeah.
Moan
The
louder.
building is heavy. This
Yes.
is boring. Get me
This is-
out.
Get me out of here.
Okay.
Now she knows how Atlas is feeling.
Yeah.
So between Fenner's gift, knowing the general direction she's in, and maybe some muffled sounds coming from Taryn, do we find her within the precious few minutes that we have?
Also, one other relevant question: Have all shiny surfaces been blown sufficiently to smithereens that I don't have to worry about slipping?
I think there's sufficient dust in the air.
Yeah.
The only thing I can actually find on lethal damage is healing lethal damage. Most living things have hard time healing lethal damage, but Werewolf regenerates such injuries in almost no time.
Yes, they do. And in fact,
It just doesn't say how long.
lethal damage. Yes, it does. Here, I'm looking at it right now. Lethal damage is what is it called? It heals unless you fall to incap, which you haven't. You're not incapacitated. You heal it in the same way as you would heal bashing damage, which basically means while you are lying down there, you heal it.
Okay,
Cool.
that's actually kind of awesome. So the minute they find her, she's completely unscathed,
Yes.
just dusty.
Yes, just covered in dust and grime and stuff. She
Drying
is,
her out.
as you said
Just to
yourself-
add to the awesome factor.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
as if this wasn't fucking epic enough as it is. I love this.
She's
absolutely
completely
love it.
unscathed when she opened up. It's just like, ow, that sucked. Hi.
Yes.
So I want her next name to be something to do either with Deathless or Asbestos.
Hey!
What I do
I think
want,
Asbestos is just fireproof, not explosive.
what I do want you to do is give me 6 rolls, 6 individual. You can roll me 6d10, and tell me if you want to roll high or low.
So you don't get stuff falling on you.
And
I want to roll high.
I
So
will keep with the high trend, and it was just 1d10, or what was it?
6d10. I need 6d10.
from each of us, or yeah.
From each of us, okay.
That was a question.
No. That's from Taryn. That's from Taryn.
Oh,
I am most dreadfully sorry. I was being unclear.
Hey, words, you know.
Yes.
So
words, by the way.
60-10?
Yes, 60-10.
Why?
You will find out.
Sword descending.
Yes.
998871.
Alright. You have 2 of these things that have survived the explosion.
Oh,
That should be enough.
yes.
the water thing is because
Ow!
Fenna took them.
Fucking cat, fuck off.
Oh, did Fenna take them out? Okay,
Yeah.
in that case they've also...
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I did not... My bad.
That's why she were the ones who,
Oh,
sneak
no.
up with him, because they weren't dedicated,
Right. Yes,
so they
that's
would
true.
just go to pieces in the
That is
Umbra.
absolutely
Yes.
true. I'm...
Never happy.
It's K. It's K.
Ladies and gentlemen of the listening audience, this is a service announcement. As you can tell, today we've had problems with words.
Yes.
What we all
Word.
need,
The word of the day is work.
yes, what we all need is coffee and lots of it.
Well, I actually just downed a Monster Energy. Just to keep awake.
Latte. Yes.
You drank an energy drink. That's probably why your cat's attacking you, because it's vile.
So, all right,
It
guys.
beats coffee, though.
Yeah.
So, you guys are pulling on enormous slabs of debris and rubble and whatever, and just tossing it left, right, and center to get to the bottom of these piles, and you have very little idea where you're looking, and your eyes are stinging from the dust that is still hanging in the air, and it takes quite a long time for stuff like that to settle after a big explosion. You can taste this dust in your mouths. You can feel it, in your throats as you breathe. You can see what you're doing, but your ears are ringing, so you have a hard time really determining where she is. But
Well,
quite
she
frankly,
can't hear anything either.
no. But the point is, of course, that you guys have been so insufferably lucky that basically I'm just going to continue the trend and say that within 5 minutes you managed to locate let me see who gets to be the one who finds her.
Well, Fenna knows the direction of her.
Yes,
Yeah.
Fenna knows the direction. So
Yeah,
Fenna,
makes sense.
you managed to get to one of her legs. She's still in Krenos. That doesn't necessarily mean anything in her case, because she's got that mixed morph thing, so she can determine or decide what she wants to pass out.
Go out in.
or
And they
even die
have
in.
probably seen that a couple of times.
Yeah, exactly. But you can see one of her legs.
Taryn! Fenna immediately goes to try and lift whatever's on
Yeah.
top of her.
Liam runs over and helps.
Yeah, between the lot of you managed to get her out of there, and she is completely unscathed.
When they remove the last thing keeping her down, she sits up and then just shakes her head, looks at the others, and starts furiously rubbing her ears.
Taliesin, without missing a beat, practically dives for her and embraces her, and introduces an entirely new concept to the world of A Song at Tara, the sight of a Krenos weeping.
Aww!
Aww. I
The-
think Marty shot
Fenna's-
be long before he joins as well.
Oh, Fenna's turning this into a group hug.
Mhm.
Liam hates to be the party pooper. Guys, we don't have time for this. We have the Garda and everyone else coming. We need to get out of here. You can hug later.
What?
You can hug later!
What?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake. And he starts... Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you
Taryn
can
were in the explosion. She can't.
Yeah, I
do
know,
it.
I know.
her
It makes...
eardrums have not. I'll go
Yep.
with that. Her eardrums are
Yep.
are they are. You will have your hearing back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Archer.
Up until then, you're deaf.
But yeah, Liam starts
it was
guiding them
only
away from there.
aggravated damage she got, her eardrums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get back to safety, and you get out of the way and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear the sirens, of course, from a numerous Garda and and fire brigade vehicles. That is to say, most of you hear it. Taryn doesn't.
Well, Taryn is back in Homid. She is, in fact, completely unscathed.
Totally.
Only she is rubbing her ears furiously because that sound is annoying.
Tinnitus is not the most enjoyable thing.
No.
Now you can hug.
Huh?
She gets a big hug.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh! She is yelling, but I won't do that because that would annoy my neighbor.
Oh!
Oh! And then she hugs them back.
Cool.
That is awesome. I'm seriously, that is the coolest thing ever.
I've
How
read.
the fuck are you alive?
Yeah.
What?
What?
I've read in the chat. It's official, guys, and there can be no argument about this. Taryn is now officially the most epic member of the pack. She's the one person that the legends are going to focus on from now on because she survived that.
I think Liam gets out his phone and types, "How the fuck are you still alive?" and shows it to Taryn.
Oh, for no, I was going to send her text, but
Oh, sorry.
no, that's fine. So probably they both take out their phones at the same time.
Pretty much, yes. How the
Yeah.
hell?
It's just, she looks at him and what? She can clearly see his mouth moving and she can hear. That's about the only thing she can hear over the infernal screeching sound.
Oh, nice.
Exactly. And then she just goes, huh? And then takes out the phone, and then suddenly her phone goes off. Only she can't hear that.
No, he
Young
shows
boss.
Liam shows her the screen. He doesn't send a text. He just shows her
it's
what he's
just-
typed.
And then a light bulb goes up, and she yells, oh! It takes the phone, and then answers, I'm just that awesome.
Love it.
Taliesin has an overwhelming urge to slap her out of just the whole situation, but he can't bring himself to do that to her while she's deaf because she won't.
That would come out of nowhere for her.
Exactly. So he'll wait.
All right, guys. We still need to confirm with the Liffey that this has actually helped her. So let's get down there and see if we can get in touch with her.
Taryn takes out her own phone, and then types something and shows it to Fenna.
She looks
You still have the canisters?
thumbs up.
Taryn smiles, and then rubs her ears furiously again because, stop it.
I don't suppose Mother's Touch can heal deafness, can it?
Yes, it could.
Oh, for goodness. Oh, all right then. Let's get this. Why didn't I think of this earlier?
Because we were running for our lives to not be caught by the Garda.
That's true. I mean, what's the worst that can happen if we get caught by the Garda, right? Int plus
We just
med.
eat them.
No, they're-
Plus empathy.
Yes, of course.
I thought it was medicine too, so I took 1 dot in medicine, then I realized it's empathy, then never mind.
It's R6D10.
I'm saying this right now. Heine, tomorrow when you post this, or whenever it's uploaded, when you post this to that werewolf group on Facebook,
Sure.
I look forward to seeing how you describe it in your blurb.
Well, she gets her hearing back,
Yes,
because
yes,
she only has 3 rage.
Yes.
I'll figure something out.
Thank you, Tally. Oh my
Well-
god, the screeching in my ears were horrible.
You know, clearly the reason why she survived without a scratch is because she leaped from the explosion like all the action heroes do.
Yeah, John Woo moment.
Okay, all that aside, what the fuck happened in there?
The third one who didn't leave, yeah, they rigged the fucking place before us, making ready for any werewolves coming to blow it up.
Oh, good.
Because they figured that would happen. So he showed up in my mirror, so I couldn't leave through the Umbra. I couldn't see any other shiny places around, and then he pressed the fucking detonator.
Jesus.
So, Turin,
Yeah.
I look forward to hearing you brag about this.
Yes.
I don't think it's a good thing being caught in your own fucking explosion.
No, but the fact that you survived what just happened.
Yeah.
He's breakworthy.
By all rights, you should have been dead by now.
She
Yeah.
looks down at herself. Well, other than the arm, I'm completely fine.
Exactly.
We can kind of see
Seriously,
that.
if not for the explosion number 1, then for explosion number 2, and if not for that, then for the fucking building falling on your head. Holy shit!
Yep.
She looks kind of surprised, and then goes, "Hey, that is kind of awesome." Take that, bitch.
Let's go to the Liffey.
Yes. That's.
Yes.
Thank you. I need a bath. I'm dusty.
The bath. I need a
We all are.
drink.
To the Liffey Cave.
I need a. Yes, Tally needs a bath, a drink, and not a joint, but something that a guru can actually get high on.
Well, it's kind of obvious that Taryn's high on something.
Emotion.
Adrenaline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And tomorrow when this sinks in, she's probably gonna have 2 hours where she's sitting there shaking like a leaf in the wind, just staring emptily into space, going, "I should have died. I should have died. I should have died."
Exactly. But right now, the adrenaline is coursing through her blood,
Yeah.
making her higher than a kite.
And now I'm kind of expecting a spear to be penetrate her chest or something. Just as you said that.
Well, she would.
no.
If that happened
soon?
now,
Okay.
if that happened now,
Yeah.
Liam, she would die happy. Quite
Fair enough.
literally. If it came out of nowhere, she didn't realize it happened, she would die happy. Because that was awesome. Let's do it again.
No, let's
Yeah.
not. Let's
Let's
not.
But you get down to the bridges between which you have a cleansed area of the Liffey, and the whole city is, everybody is, even though it's middle of the night and stuff, and you do get some looks as you make your way there because you're covered in dust.
We weren't the ones bombing.
No,
Look
no.
the other way.
Yeah, so basically you're pretending to be staggering away from the whole thing or something.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Because otherwise, there would people are looking. But you get down to that part of Dublin where you have cleansed the Liffey, and you can't really go into the Umbra with these things to talk to her, obviously. But
No, but we can deposit them in Taryn's apartment on the way there.
that's true. You could.
Because she lives right by the Liffey.
Well, to be fair, we don't all need to go into the Umbra to talk
No.
to her.
I was about to say, I don't trust leaving them unattended because someone will break into the house and nick them.
Yes.
Yeah. They're
Because-
staying on us.
Because again, I don't trust our storyteller.
I didn't understand why. I haven't the faintest.
I take that as a compliment.
You should.
You should. It's also because
Yeah,
of
I
you,
think
none
you
of us actually gets into a taxi in any of your games.
Oh, we
I
did
have
actually.
no idea what my poor taxi drivers have ever done to deserve that.
Guys, we all got into a taxi in session 48.
How the hell do you know it in such detail?
Anyway, Liam at least goes into the Umbra.
Yeah.
Marty, of course, does. as
Or at
well.
least he tries, rather.
Yes. Let's have the roll.
Yep.
I don't think Taryn goes in. She's probably staying behind to guard the things.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Is someone
I
staying with
think-
her?
Yes,
Yeah, I think
Tally.
in that case, actually, Finna wants to stay with her.
Oh, are you sure?
Well, someone should.
I was going to stay.
You can both stay.
Yeah, you can both stay. It could just be me and Marty going in.
Yeah, and I think Marty for once actually takes quite a while because he has only one success.
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
Huh.
Well, you
Well,
get in.
Taryn needs to be guarded well because she might have just run out of karma.
Yes.
Or she's on her 9th life. Oh, no, sorry, she's not a cat.
No.
No.
She might have borrowed a few from them, though.
Yeah.
That could explain why the bastard dies like flies. I borrowed their life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry, guys. 3 bastard just died tonight.
You get to the Liffey, the two of you who go there.
Yep.
And when you get there, you can see that the river flows more easily in several stages of, between a couple of more areas of the bridge. You have between 2 bridges, but there are several other bridges that come both before and after. And it in each of these sections, 2 sections before, it flows a lot more easily. It's not sludge. It's not clean, but it's definitely improved.
Sure. Liam smiles at this and without looking at Marty, and he just extends a fist, waiting for a fist bump, and says, "I think we did good."
Does Marty know what a fist bump is?
I think it takes like 4 seconds for Marty just staring at the hand, and then he remembers, oh yeah, I think I've seen this before, and bumps the fish.
Yeah, more words.
More words.
He bumps the fish. Clearly he does.
I was kind of hoping for Marty to just sniff the fist.
Yeah, slowly, very, very slowly,
are you holding
leaning
something
in
in
and
there?
sniffing it very carefully.
Are you holding a treat for me?
Okay, but you get your fist bump, and the
Yes, I think so too.
yeah, and when you get to where you normally talk to her, and she comes out of the water, she is larger. She looks even more radiant than she has before. Her form is like her hair is blowing in an unseen wind. This obviously it's all water, but she looks incredible.
Cool.
I think just because it's a faux pas, the first thing out of Marty's mouth is, "You become bigger."
Yes, I do. She says, "This is incredible. It feels like this She's clearly searching for a useful analogy that would go for someone with a physical body like yours. I think the closest I can get to it is, she says, like, imagine you have a pus-filled boil on your arm, and it's grown to the size where it takes up most of your arm, and it's incredibly painful. And every time you even try to bend your arm, you want to scream in pain, and you've just lanced the boil. I mean, it's not the only thing that's been corrupting and polluting me, not at all. But oh God, that feels so good.
We were honored to help.
Obviously, there's more work to be done, but
Absolutely.
tomorrow, and you have done so much already. I cannot remember the last time I felt this free, and yet I can move a little bit between 2 expanses of bridge and completely between another 2, and yet it feels like you've given me life back. Imagine what it would feel like if this actually works and you manage to clean me entirely. Imagine what that would feel like.
It will work.
We only have to imagine until tomorrow.
Yes.
She laughs an absolutely beautiful laughter, and just lets herself fall backwards into the water, arms spread out wide to the side, and she makes a big splash as she hits her own surface. It's kind of metaphysical.
Cool.
So
I think Liam just enjoys the moment.
Yeah.
He isn't in a hurry.
no. She comes up a moment later and says, "So what have you learned? There was an explosion, large
Yes.
explosion."
Yes, and we
We
caused
learned that Taryn is incredible.
Yes, we did.
What happened to her?
She survived She survived that explosion and the subsequent collapse of the building on top of her.
My goodness.
She's
speechless.
unscathed.
I'm speechless.
She doesn't have a scratch on her.
You truly are the fated. My goodness.
Well, Taryn is, at least.
Well, please tell her I'm very happy to hear that she's all right. And so what is the plan now?
Well, the plan is to expose these water meters for what they really are. That is toxic. And just how we go about doing that, well, first we have to get some concrete evidence. That means talking to some scientists and have them examine the water meters and have them provide us with that proof.
May I suggest something?
Yes.
Go to the universities. See if you can't find some of the professors there. They're respected people, and they're often more idealistic than anyone who works for, someone like Pentex.
That is an excellent suggestion, and I think we'll do just that. And then it's a matter of getting the news out there, probably via various news media. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Indeed.
But
This
yes,
is
I
very
think
good news. This is truly good news.
Yeah, I think we there's light at the end of this tunnel, and it's fast approaching.
Well, there's still a war coming, or a battle.
There is.
A large battle. Several, maybe.
Yes, but we have allies. We're not
Yes.
alone in this fight.
No. I have waited so long for someone to come along that I trusted enough to invest myself even a little bit in their pack, and you have already done so much. I am deeply honored that you have chosen me as your totem. I am deeply honored.
We'll make sure to convey that to the others. I'm sure they would appreciate it.
Please do.
I think Maddie does a bow kind of motion and says, I think it is, as always, that the Leafy chose wisely.
Yes.
And again, she slides back down into the river itself, and says, "We have to prepare for tomorrow,
Yes.
and you should probably get some rest."
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Thank you again. This has been a remarkable night.
It has. It has.
And I think we shall end it on that note of
Yes.
probably quite a smiling Liam looking into the Liffey.
Yes.
Just a slight side note of Taryn, after they leave to talk with the Liffey, just stands there restless because fuck the adrenaline,
Yeah.
and then jumps Tally like, fight me!
Right. we ended there. Until next time, you get 4 XP for tonight because, again, Jesus, I cannot believe what this was just absolute insanity. And yes, everything was going so easily, wasn't it?
Yeah, let
Easily.
this be a lesson, Joan. You try and fuck with your players, and Nuffle gets angry.
Nuffle gets angry. And the point is, of course, if more of you had been in there when this had happened, it could have gone badly because, you could have risked having to use your rage healing, and then the building would have come down on top of you.
Yep.
We were very lucky in the choice of who stayed behind.
Oh God,
Yes.
I'm just like, yeah, this is shit. I'm gonna get blown up by my own shit, ain't I? Oh, he has a detonator too. Well, fuck you, universe.
Yeah, so next time I'm going to be wanting to buy a lot of gifts, and one of them is troll skin, which is basically the same thing, but
the Gela Fenris version. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we can do that next time.
Yes, we definitely can. And guys, thank you for an enjoyable evening, and for the listening audience, we will hopefully hear from, or you will hear from us, and we will hopefully have you back next week for more A Song Atara. So for now, bye.
Bye.
Take care, guys.
Bye.